Hello and welcome to the Mastering Your Study Skills video workshop. This is a presentation by the SSHA Peer Mentor program. The purpose of this workshop is to guide you in how to effectively use your skills to be successful at UC Merced by providing needed resources and study tips. Study mistakes. When studying, students can make various mistakes that can lead to not passing an exam or worse, not passing the class. These are some common mistakes students can make. Procrastinating and cramming. Many times students leave studying until the night before they have an exam and then try to review too much class material in a few short hours. This only adds more stress to yourself and can make it difficult to remember all the material. Studying in the wrong environment, such as a loud room or a messy location, can hinder your learning as well. You should study in a location where you can easily concentrate on your work. It may surprise you, but overstudying can be a bad study habit as well. You should pace yourself and take breaks when studying. If you have 5 chapters to study, you can separate the chapters into different study sessions instead of trying to do all of them in one session. Once again, remember that it is important to start studying early so that you are not cramming the material into a short period of time. If you focus too much on one subject, it can take away from studying for your other classes. This can hinder your success in other courses. Remember, it is not about getting one good grade, but rather doing well in all your courses. Another big mistake students make is studying with the wrong people. It can be fun to study with friends, but if the study session turns out to be more about socializing than studying, then this is not effective. Lastly, sometimes students do not realize they need help understanding the material they are studying. By putting off studying until the night before the exam, students are often unable to seek help in time for an exam. Therefore, remember to utilize your resources such as office hours and tutoring services. Now that we know about some of the common study mistakes, let's go over what are good study methods. Make sure to take breaks when studying. As we previously discussed, overstudying does not mean that you will get a better grade. Make a schedule that works for you. If you study better in the afternoon, make room for studying then. A schedule will allow you to hold yourself accountable to complete important tasks. Another commonly used method is mnemonic devices to help you study by creating acronyms when trying to remember vocabulary terms. Studying with others to review course material can also be beneficial. Remember, when studying with others, it is not a time to socialize. You can do that after you finish studying. You can also rewrite your notes. Reviewing and rewriting your notes will help you remember more class material. Lastly, study in a good environment. This may look different for each person, so find an environment that works best for you. An important thing to remember is to only bring materials for you to study with in order to avoid distractions. For example, if you have written notes in a notebook, don't bring your laptop if you don't need to study with it, so you do not end up browsing the internet. With class, homework, extracurricular activities, and jobs, students can become overwhelmed. It is important for you to learn how to manage and prevent stress. One tip is to learn how to manage your time. It will be easier for you if you pace your process, so manage your time by balancing academics with extracurricular activities. Remember to plan ahead of time as well. If you have a test or assignment coming up, start studying or preparing in advance. You can also set reminders of important assignments, dates, and deadlines so you can plan ahead. Use a planner or a time management app to help with this. Organization is key to time management. Figure out what is the best way for you to keep track of assignments, tests, courses, and other responsibilities. Develop a schedule before you start your week and make sure to provide yourself with enough time to complete each task. Use one calendar or planner to keep track of all deadlines and important reminders. Lastly, try to get rid of unnecessary papers that will confuse you when studying. Only keep notes that you know contains important content. There are several locations to study on campus. In the Colligan Library, each floor has collaborative workrooms that you can reserve for up to 2 hours. Go to crs.ucmerced.edu to reserve a study room 2 days in advance. The third floor of COB and the second and third floor of COB2 all have tables that students can use to study as well. There are several other study spaces such as the second floor of SSM, the second and third floor atrium in S&E, and the first floor of S&E 2. Overall, just make sure to find an environment that works best for you to study in. If you live on campus, you can also use your dorm's lounge area or the den. If you are a nature-loving person or want to try a new study place, you can always grab a blanket and find an area around campus where you can sit and study. You can try the amphitheater, dorm lawns, or even the new beginning statue area. If you are struggling in a course and need some extra help, don't forget about all the resources we have on campus. PALS Tutoring, located in KL 222, allows for you to collaborate with peers and learn from each other. You can find their services and schedule by visiting learning.ucmerced.edu and going under Programs, then clicking on Peer-Assisted Learning Support. The STEM Resource Center, located in AOA 130, assists students in developing skills to maximize performance in math, engineering, and science courses. Visit the stemresourcecenter.ucmerced.edu and click on Tutor/Mentor Program to see their schedule. Lastly, the Math Center, located in SSB 320, helps students enhance their problem-solving skills by receiving support from graduate students, trained undergraduate students, and instructors. There are several other resources on campus, but these are just a few that will be beneficial in helping you master your study skills. The Peer Mentor team is here to help. Peer mentors are here to aid in your success at UC Merced by providing academic advising, guidance, and campus resources. They can help with answering registration questions, semester planning, understanding major and minor requirements, reading your audit, filling out forms, knowing important dates and deadlines, finding campus resources, assisting with the transition from high school to college, and stress and time management techniques. If you want to meet with a peer mentor, check in at COB 204 and make sure to check with the SHA Advising website for updated walk-in hours. This ends our presentation on mastering your study skills. Make sure to follow us on social media for weekly updates on deadlines, policies, and much more. We can be found on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can always email SHA Peer Mentor if you have further questions. Thank you for watching, and make sure to watch our other workshop webinars.